Hello YouTube family, Greg D here with TGN, and we're back for another video. And today I want to talk about my ideas for a Superman game for next gen. So we've been hearing a lot of rumors over the last several months about Rocksteady, the developers essentially of the Batman Arkham games, developing a Superman game. And there being a ton of teasers and little Easter eggs within, especially Arkham Knight, that, Superman is in the whole Arkhamverse. But I have a few ideas. So, one way that you could essentially make a Superman game fun. I have two ideas. One is somehow you get a red sun involved. So, essentially, you have a depowered Superman. You could also incorporate Clark Kent, the alter ego. Essentially what you could do is you could have like Lex Luthor, Brainiac, someone, one of the main, villains in Superman's Rogue Gallery, block out the yellow sun. And as you go along, like, let's say, for example, there's like filters blocking out the yellow sun. And you start out the game as Superman, but with no powers because you've been, exposed to this red sunlight for so long that you have essentially have no powers. And as the game progresses, and let's say you're able to knock out these satellites or these filters or whatever, you slowly gain more power. So, essentially, let's say at a certain level, you gain the ability to use heat vision. And then at some point, you gain the ability to use freeze breath. And then at some point, you get invulnerability back. So essentially by the end of the game, you are essentially a full-blown, fully powered Superman who has to fight Brainiac, who has to fight Darkseid, who has to fight, one of these big villains within the Rogues Gallery of Superman. So that's my first idea. The second idea is you could kind of take the, I want to say, Silver Age Superman. So set the game in the 1940s. And I don't know if many of you have seen the Fleischer cartoons from the 1940s, but Superman wasn't obviously nearly as strong as he is now. He wasn't really much of a god. He wasn't able to fly. He was only able to leap, tall buildings in a single bound. He was, bulletproof, but he wasn't able to like move planets. He was only able to stop a speeding locomotive, faster than a speeding bullet type stuff. So essentially, you could kind of make it like a combination of, Superman, Batman, open world, Arkhamverse stuff, but maybe mix in something like an LA Noir, almost like a gangster type game. So, set the game in the 1940s and you progress with a certain particular storyline. But obviously, being a 1940s type Superman, you're not going to have as many powers. So obviously he can be hurt after a certain amount of time. He can, he can only have a certain amount of super strength, a certain amount of super speed, that kind of thing. And I think that if you're able to pull something like that off, I think you could have a really fun game. I just got finished playing the Spider-Man game for PS4, and that was a fucking awesome game. There were a lot of similarities to me between that and Batman Arkham games, but I feel like if you can somehow have a Superman who's depowered or is not as strong as he obviously has been in the comic books, you can really make a good story. You could really make a fun game. You could have a huge open world setting where Superman's not able to fly and maybe he only can do like super jumps, almost like the Hulk, where it's like he's only able to, traverse so far within a particular area. So you could really make it a lot of fun, I think. But that's my idea. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I don't think it's that hard to do. I really, really wish that they would finally come out with a Superman game. They haven't been able to master it yet. Obviously, they've been able to do it with the Batman Arkham games. Now with the new Spider-Man game, they've been able to really nail down Spider-Man as well. That was a great fucking game. So I think it's time to start and master a Superman game One that's not like Superman Returns for PS2, where it's going to be repetitive over and over again. You can make a good story out of these games now. I just hope that they do it. Hope that they do it. You know, maybe you could even do like a Telltale series, like they did with Batman as well, and make it Superman. Hopefully something comes along. I pray to God that we're going to eventually get another a good story with a Superman game, and that we'll eventually also get another individual Superman movie as well. But we'll see about all that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's all I got for you. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, see you soon.